Hi, I'm Marcus, the developer of Raidborn, and I thought it's really time to give you an update on Raidborn development and my plans for the future. So first of all, I've said this before, I know, but I will say it again for the people that are new, or just to make it clear again, that I intentionally staying away from social media, community interaction and community building at the moment because I would like to focus on the game to get in a solid state, and then I will dedicate all of my time in interacting with the community, spreading the word and that kind of stuff. And so far I have to say I think it's a really good idea. The game heavily benefits from it, and I think the quality is getting there and the game is in good shape. Still not finished, of course, but I will talk about the state of the game in a second. So yeah, they're my plans, and it's just helping me, this time where I'm away from YouTube, social media, that kind of stuff. It really helped me to think about the stuff I did, to analyze it, to hear what I've done wrong, what I can try, and I really have a lot of ideas, and just it shaped very well in my head what I want to do, what I can work. And yeah, I think that was really beneficial for me, not only for that whole community building thing, or marketing if you want to call it that way, but also beneficial for the game, as I just said. Okay, now talking of the state of the game, currently I'm pretty close to finishing the next playable version, which will be probably a beta, so a playable beta. And as of now, I'm estimating it will take around 2 months to finish it. Can take longer until it's ultimately released, because of organization stuff, or maybe it needs some additional polishing. But yeah, as you can see in the background, game made some good progress in compared to the last version I showed. You can just check out the last video. And yeah, there's also some experimental stuff going on. Of course, it's work in progress. Like, for example, those outlines I've added, which give this kind of subtle comic style, or add this kind of comic style to the game. Not sure about this, but I think it looks cool. Of course, I can make this optional, so it's not really a problem, but anyway, you can tell me what you think about it. But yeah, there are 2 big chunks of work, or big tasks I have to complete until the beta is ready, and that is to add content or modules to the level generation and quest generation system, because although they can generate stuff automatically, of course, that's their purpose, it still needs quite some manual work to get them up and running and to add just object groups or modules to those systems so they can work. That's the first big chunk, which will probably take at least a month, to get all those levels ready and the quests. And the second big thing is to polish the combat system, which is hard to tell how long this will take. So probably will take longer than 2 months, but that's just my current estimation. But it's always hard to really make estimates, especially because I'm trying to take the time it needs. So if it takes a month longer, I'll take the time. So really hard to tell, but I'm just giving you a very rough idea of how long it can take. And then that's an absolutely fantastic milestone if the game is really in the state that is a playable beta, because then everything that's really important to the game is there. It will also be relatively polished, and then I'm not too far from the early access release version. Talking of release, that's the next question I would like to answer. What's going on with release? So probably that are my plans for the moment, but as I just said, really hard to tell at the moment. But the game will probably be ready, and I'm talking about the early access release version, not 1.0, so not full release, but early access release version will probably be ready somewhere in June, maybe in July. So somewhere around that time, somewhere in summer or late summer. And doesn't mean I will release it then, because then I will take the time to interact with the community again, to make videos about the game, to talk about the game, to spread the word, because it's extremely important. because ultimately this is my job, you know, making this game, or it's hopefully going to be, because if I'm not getting paid, then it's a bad job actually. But you know what I mean. It's important that I spread the word, and then I will take the time, and again, I will try to take the time it needs. You know, if it takes until 2023 to get the stats I need to make this game a success, or to spread the word, or you know, if it's just harder than expected, then I will take just more time. So that are my plans for the moment, and just want to share this with you. And yeah, as you can see, the game made some good progress, and I'm really excited how it will play if all the pieces are ready. I mean, it already is really cool, and I can see a lot of potential. It's already fun, but I think those last pieces, they will add a lot, the polished combat system and all the content. Because only, you know, if you just can play the same level kind of over and over again, pretty boring. So that's really important part in the combat system as well, because currently it's a bit slow and clunky, but I'm very confident I can fix this. It's just a matter of time and energy and work I need to put into this. Okay, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any additional questions, put them in the comments down below. Also tell me what you think of the footage that you see in the background, which is from the current state of the game. And yeah, as always, stay cool, and hopefully see you soon.